turn on my face. Hold on. I'm breaking the illusion. Hello. I gotta plug in my phone before it dies. Sorry I'm late. Hold on. I think I gotta redo fucking... Did it log me out of... OBS. OBS, you pissed me off so much. You pissed me off. Hey, yo. Hold on, we're gonna be drawing. That's not what I need. This one? Yeah. Whoop. Whoop. Hello? God damn it. Did I click the wrong one? This one? Why is there like so many of them? Wait, don't be mean. Don't be mean to me. What the fuck? Oh, it's this one. Why isn't it open? Pop up! Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, Doctor. Maybe we should just play Fantasy Life instead. I did. I postponed my own stream just to watch your video, Curly. It's your fault that the stream is late. Why isn't Clip Studio showing up? Hello? You update something and then everything breaks. What the hell? Why isn't it going? Oh, I wish. I have to work tomorrow. I gotta go to an autism event. Well, I'll give that a minute. I'm gonna try and get fucking chat working. Because I can't have anything. Can't have anything. Oh, can't do that. Can't have anything. That's crazy. Copy URL. Sometimes you just gotta repaste the chat in for whatever reason. Nope. No, don't do that. Why doesn't chat work? Nothing works. Why isn't anything working? What the hell? Transform. I don't get why it's not working. We're supposed to be drawing husbands. You're gonna make me do the fucking display capture. My biggest weapon. Alright, hold on. We're just gonna have to do my tablet capture instead because Clip Studio doesn't want to show up for some reason. There's always backups, children. Picture screen. Sure. Alright, we can close. Hello, Father. How are you today? Squidward was already hotified. We don't need to add Squidward. What will we do without Squidward? Alright, so I'm trying to decide if we're just gonna kind of like do this in a Photoshop style, or if I'm redrawing these guys completely. Because if I redraw completely, I don't know if I'll be able to get through the list. How many people we got? How many people are in the list? Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not that many. I might be able to do it. I probably won't be able to color them if I do drawings, like full drawings. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? But then the tism might make me just hyper focus on coloring. No, we can't draw him. He doesn't want people knowing what he looks like. We can't dox him. Mark Zuckerberg isn't a real person. What do you mean? Alright, I got my Wawa. I got my 3 pieces of candy. And Wawa, I mean water. Not the gas station. Drop over them? Alright, first let's observe. You know, this guy's an interesting fellow. What was his name? Gajeel Red Fox from Fairy Tale. Alright, we got different angles. He's a very, he looks like a cocky type of guy. I've only seen a couple episodes of Fairy Tale. Eons ago. Anyway, he's not a bad looking dude, but he could be better. Oops, sorry, I hit my mic. Scooch. Alright. Is the music okay? Is it too loud, too low? Are we tired of this music? I know, it's the only thing that doesn't fucking get me copyright strikes. Boy. Alright, I think the main issue that I'm having, I gotta draw with black. I'm used to drawing with purple all the time. I think the main issue is that the boy got no eyebrows. The same issue with the guy from Fire Emblem, the big man from Fire Emblem. Cause like he's a decent looking guy already. You know. Wrong layer. He's a decent dude. He's a decent looking dude. Bigger pencil. How big is this? How big did I make this? You know, he's not bad. He just needs eyebrows. He's just so angry. You know, so maybe we raise this a bit. We raise these a bit. So that we can, you know, give him eyebrows. Or maybe we just give him like shorter eyebrows. And then he can just have his little piercing over here. But the man needs eyebrows. No, it's too late. I said he needs eyebrows. That's basically what I said. I said this man needs eyebrows. And this is all in fun and in joking and whatever. You know, all these characters are well designed for what they are. This is just like for fun. It's like, I feel like it's hard to have a character have expressions without eyebrows. So, like, yes, he doesn't have eyebrows, but he has, like, pseudo eyebrows. he just needed a little bit of eyebrows. That's all he needed. We gotta give him a bit. Oh, that's too much. That's too much attention. Give him the strong jaw. Strong jaw. How do you breathe with so many, like, piercings in your face? Like, I feel like that's just too many piercings. Alright. This, like, the whole tracing thing feels a little bit weird. We're just gonna do, like, just so I know where his bits are. How long is this man's neck? Bruh, how long is his neck? Extra ventilation. Okay, I'm gonna assume that he has, like, traps or something, because no, that doesn't make sense. His anatomy doesn't make sense. He's the only guy in the series who actually managed to put a baby in his love interest. Alright, then he doesn't need any help. I'm just trying to figure out his fucking head. I need to pull up Discord to see if they show his chin. Oh, he got a little baby chin. His chin is like right here. A little baby chin. That makes him look ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna give him a bigger chin. The man needs a bigger chin. How can you have game with a weak chin? I make my eraser bigger. He's got a little baby chin. Like, it ends right here, immediately after that second piercing. No wonder he wears this thing, so he can hide his little baby ass chin. Give him the Stan Smith. Oh, he eats metal? Oh, then he needs like a bigger mouth. Got lips. I'm gonna put his piercings up here. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why I look weird. I have 2 fucking piercings, man. That's crazy. On your chin. Damn it, I keep doing it so big. Smaller piercings. I think his chin needs to be a bit more forward. I'm gonna make him the crimson chin. We're gonna put it all the way out here. Just... Here comes the crimson chin! A little more jawline. Give him more jaw. Strong jaw for metal eating. And I feel like his face needs to scoot over a little bit. Just what do you mean out of context? We're gonna move that forward. Gonna redo his mouth. I feel like his mouth is like way too far to the side because like his face is facing this way. His mouth is like over here, and that doesn't make any sense. Alright, we're gonna give him like a goatee. Goatees are hot. Gonna scooch this man's mouth over because it doesn't make sense in the position that it's in. We'll make him look a little more pouty. He's gonna be a little more pouty. Oh yeah, the nega chin. And like the pronunciations were very questionable. Alright, I'm trying to figure out this man's neck because it feels really long. And his chest feels really low. He doesn't make his proportions don't make sense. Alright, we're gonna fix his proportions. At least the proportions that make sense to me. I'm not a professional. I've only drawn buff Pikmin. Nope, this is what we're doing. And like his ear wouldn't be visible from this angle. Oh, that's not his ear, that's part of his face. I indented his face a little bit. Alright, we're gonna give him his Vegeta Widow's Peak. Vegeta Peak. Alright, I feel like his eyes could be a little more intense. This eye feels like it's higher. Like, this eye feels like it's a little high. So we're gonna grab that. Scooch that over there. Just lower it a little. Just lower it. And lower that a little bit. It still feels high. Worst franchise you've ever loved. Okay, that feels more even with the other eye. Wow, that eye was really high up. That makes his ear kind of high now. I have to scooch his ear down a bit. Got his piercings. You know what's hotter on a dude? Dangly earrings. Gotta have dangly earrings. What? Well, I'm gonna try and keep the basic eye shape. then a man looking through his brow is always gonna be hot. He looks a little cross-eyed. I'll have him looking at the viewer. Just kind of like, wham. Just side-eyeing. Just like, the fuck you looking at? He's just like, the fuck you looking at, bro? Alright, we gave him some dangly earrings. I guess I can give him his scarf, but I'm gonna try and do his hair. Good. Reminds me of the fucking... I went to see the Demon Slayer movie with my friend yesterday because she wanted to go and didn't want to go by herself. And, like, I've only ever seen the first season of Demon Slayer and, like, Mugen Train. And not even all of Mugen Train. So I'm just sitting there like, yep. There's a lot of context that I'm missing out on. But no spoilers. But, you know, somebody's gonna die in this movie. But, like, the person that does die took a full, like, fucking half hour to die. I'm like, bro, just die. He's just surviving out of pure spite at this moment. I'm trying to understand how this man's hair works. Cause, like, you got, like, I guess it's, like, cut short from this point, and then it's just long from this point over here. So I'm like, is it, like, a mullet in a way? Yeah, it is kind of Zoroark, but, like, it looks like from this point, it's just short hair. Now, I saw K-pop Demon Hunters, and I like it. I liked it. So I'm gonna assume that his hair in the front is short, and then it gets longer in the back. So, like, around here is when it starts to get longer. The first Sinister? I think I remember that movie. Spooky Floof still refuses to rewatch that movie to this day. I saw it with her in theaters like forever ago. Okay, we're gonna give him luscious locks. Because, like, I thought it was, like, a comb back type of scenario, but, like, the hairs in front are short. I remember it surprised a lot of people when it first came out because, like, you know, it involved a lot of kids. His hair is so weird and doesn't make sense. I feel like it would be more interesting if his hair was more like... Oh yeah, it is your birthday. I'll do yours next. After this one. Just to make sure I get to it. For your birthday. For you. Just for you. I feel like it would be more interesting for this character to have, like... kind of like a pseudo mohawk, but not really. Like it's kind of tied. It's hard to like visualize one of the other layers. His hair is makes more sense, at least in my head. I don't know, I picture like a clamp back here. Like this is the back of his head, and there's like a long clip thing, and like his hair is being like pulled here. It could be like loose on the top, but like the sides are being like pulled. Well, not really a picture. Alright, and now we gotta draw his scarf back in. Kind of like a butterfly clip, yeah. Alright, and then he's all cross-armed, and I feel like, I don't know, I don't like how long his arms are. Here, like, this feels awkward. But his whole chest kind of feels elongated. Let's look up references. Okay. One moment, children. Weird. Alright, we got buff man crossing arms reference. Oh, my search history. Oh, that's actually like the perfect angle. That's actually the perfect angle. I've done it. Let's try. We'll give him. We'll reimagine his chesticles. His chesticles. Alright, so we're gonna erase all that. Maybe this is his time skip form. Okay, so he's gonna end up turning a little bit, probably. And then this will be his chest. Shrink up his chest. And then make him a little bit wider. What's a wizard bread? Fairy Tale was the same person that did Rave Master, right? I want to get crushed by a man. What do you mean? The answer is yes. This is good practice for me, so for when I work on my series that I keep saying that I'm gonna work on, but then chicken out. I mean, I'm gonna draw clothes on all of this, but this is just so I know where everything goes. Cause I remember reading Rave Master, and the little weird white thing that they keep trying to call a dog is also in Fairy Tale. So I'm like, yeah, I think that's the same guy. I'm like, that is not a fucking dog. That's what my dad would draw as a dog. No ears. Yeah, what is his name? Like, Pluto? Rave Master... Plu. His name was Plu. He was a little dog. Yeah, Plu. They kept trying to call him a dog. Or something. There he is. He's over there. Plu's over here. There he is. It's Plu. Did they ever say what he was? What is Plu? Snowman like celestial spirit. Plu is an outdated term for a standard unit of value in the Canadian fur trade, referring to the value of a beaver skin. I mean, when they first encountered him in Rave Master, they kept trying to call him, like, what the fuck is this thing? And they're like, is it a dog? And I'm like, that's not a dog, my guy. Yeah, so it's like, there's even a Reddit that's like, so why is Plu considered a dog? That's exactly what he is, a unit of measure. Alright, Plu, you can just stay over there. Should we make Plu hot? Give him the Pikmin treatment? Alright, I gotta go back to my reference. But how many? What unit of measure is that? Okay, and then his elbow is about here, under the boobie, under the man boobie, the moobie. Who doesn't have a big role in Fairy Tail? I think he was replaced with Happy the cat as a recurring mascot. Oh yeah, like Plu was more of like a reference than like a character. But like in Rave Master, he was like part of the trio. He was just kind of like with the two characters. Alright, and then we got his other arm here, and then that's underneath. That goes under. Like what is the unit of measure of butt load? Does that have an actual unit of measure? Okay, we gotta get all the muscles in there. Get all the muscles. Slightly less than ass ton. That's that's true. Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong fucking layer. Merge select layers. Plu, you are forever part of this canvas. But where does shit ton fit in all this? These are the real questions. Oh no, I forgot! Oh my god! I'm a terrible person, a terrible streamer. I forgot. Hold on. Let me turn it on. Let me add. Where is it? Oh yeah, I bought that. I forgot that I bought that. What am I looking for? Fuck. I've been inconsistent with my medication. Where am I? There they are. Where are my programs? How could I have forgotten? How could I have forgotten? I forgot to hide these things and do 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 do. There is it is. Oh shit! What's happening? Oh, I forgot. I put this on the wrong thing. I forgot I was doing display capture. Me. Okay, where am I? Here I am. I gotta grow me a little bit. Grow me. Nothing wants to work. Nothing wants to connect. Why is the stream avatars connecting? Where are my dudes? Where are my buddies? My pals? Do I have to reconnect it? Why is it nothing working? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Am I not connected anymore? YouTube? Sure. What do you mean? Oh, is it because I have multiple scheduled? Scheduling in advance is so bad. It ruins everything. I don't think I really want to be able to schedule streams out, but it breaks everything when I do it. It's really annoying. Because now the stream avatar doesn't work. Because it doesn't know which stream to pull from for whatever reason. Did it work? Am I connected? Let's see. I'll give it a second. Give it a second. Someone say something so we can test it. Yay! It fixed. It fixed. Beep, beep, beep. Now I gotta add it back into the freaking thing. There we go, there we go. Now we just do stream avatars instead, since it doesn't wanna... Oh wait, I gotta do transparency. Allow transparency. Okay. And then we make it visible, and then we put it on top of everything. What is happening? Oh, I know what's happening. Filters, turn off cropping. There we go. There you are. Oops. This one. There we go. There you are. I haven't had a chance to make the new ones. There you go. Alright, back to my reference. Fucking hate it. Hate it. Alright. Which button is erase? Oh. Oh, there it is. It's the middle button. And this is left. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Alright, and then we got a thing right there, and then point the elbow, and then stuff falls off my freaking wall. impressed. No one likes dad rock? No Nickelback or Daughtry? Look at this photograph. Look at this graph. I don't know why everyone hated Nickelback. It was just like, it's just like the meme too. You know, like pineapple pizza? Like, it's not really that big of a deal, but people make it that big of a deal. Alright, I think that's a bit better than the proportions he's got right there. Can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. I heard. Alright, and then it's got these things. I think. I don't know if it's like a separate thing and then there's like an undershirt or if it's like. Like everyone is just so like, I don't know, they just hate on things for like no reason. Spider-Man. Oh wait, I'm doing the wrong color. And then it's like 2 lines in the center, right in between his moves. Like a tattoo, always have you. Like a tattoo. Sure. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Hinder. There was I think the band was called Hinder, and there was like an AMV, like a Final Fantasy AMV, and like I got really obsessed with the song. What was the song? Why do I have so many text messages? Hinder. Not Hunder. Hinder. What was the song? Lips of an Angel. With the lips of an angel. It was like, which Final Fantasy was it? It was the one with there's like a blonde guy and like a yellow shirt, and there's like a brown-haired girl, and she looks kind of like a priestess. Headstrong? That wasn't Hinder, was it? Was it Hinder? Headstrong. Headstrong was by Trapped. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong, or take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, or headstrong. Give him a little more hair. You know? And then and then he has like a little side cloak. Is it supposed to be fluffy? Like, what is that material? What is this material supposed to be? Is it fluffy or feathers? Does he also? Oh, he also has like a cape type of. The scarf goes into a cape. Divorced dad rock bangers. Oh, that sounds like a fun karaoke. Can we karaoke together? Feathers? Alright. There's a big ass. What is it? Ostrich? Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I guess it's feathers. I'm just gonna like shape it out so I know how high and far it's supposed to go. We'll probably figure out something. it a cape? Yeah. It's like a weird little cape thing. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong or headstrong. Just sing Nickelback. This photograph. Oh, did the nut not go? I turned it on. What you mean? I turned it on. It's connected. I know I did. Let me make sure. Because it did the fish before. So, yeah, it's connected. Oh yeah, I really liked their cover. Oh, blank. Was it the acorn? Oh yeah, sometimes it's the acorn. We're gonna have the Dawn Flamingo half over here. And then feathers, I guess. Why Raichu getting mad? No one cares about Raichu. They should just make Pikachu the final evolution. No one gives a shit about Raichu. Poor Raichu. So good together. Lose this crown. I don't know. I don't think it's the right vibe. Falling in reverse. Alright, and then we gotta give him his neck scarf to cover his magnificently long neck. Yeah, I don't think the sound is. Is it part of his scarf? I don't understand. I don't understand how his outfit works. But I guess it doesn't have to make sense. Is it connected to his top? Maybe it's connected to his top. They're just like, we'll just cover it with a scarf. Feathery nonsense. Gotta erase the traps. Erase all that. Bro, a peacock. Yeah, let him fly. I was playing Animal Crossing the other day, and like they have a peacock in the game, and like I think the peacock is supposed to be female. I think it's a female peacock, but like, you know, it has all the peacock feathers, and only males have peacock feathers, which is kind of funny. And then like they have the fishing the fishing character be a beaver, and beavers are herbivores. Like, they're strictly herbivores. They do not eat fish whatsoever. So it's just like, I don't think they did any research on these animals. Animal Crossing. Pave. I don't remember if the character is male or female, actually. Oh no, he's male. Pave's male. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, it was like a side character. Pave. It what? No, it's one of the villagers. I think. I mean, it probably wasn't like intentional. Like, I don't think Japan just understands that. Okay, it was a peacock, but it was a villager peacock, not Pave. Is Julia. Yeah, it's Julia, the villager peacock, not the Rio de Janeiro peacock. And like, I imagine it probably wasn't intentional. I just think that they don't have any research. Because like I said, they have beavers eating fish, and beavers do not eat fish. And it's like, I don't think they have... Do they have beavers in Japan? But like, I think it's... Even if it wasn't intentional, it's a happy accident. And like, I'm glad... Because, you know, it gives people, like, you know, that a sense of representation. It's all vibes. For going. Put that all the way up. I'm sorry, Blue, but we're gonna have to erase you. I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna scooch my drawing over. And then we're gonna have this drawing over here. Guess I'll have to shrink it a bit. He take up so much space. Alright. I think he looks a bit better. Oh wait, I forgot his hand stuff. I forgot his wristlets. And his arm piercings. Because why not? Let Pluto watch. No. I keep calling him Pluto. It's Plu. It just feels like an incomplete word. Yeah, you gotta maintain the manliness. So, I commend him for being manly with so many feathers. I think the biggest issue with this was mainly just like he had no eyebrows, and like his chest was weird. Like his chest is just like weird. But everything looks better with eyebrows. No offense to those who do not have eyebrows. Oh yeah, and I think having a dangle earring is interesting. Can't have dangle earrings. So all in all, I think this was a success. It's just like, it feels like everything here just feels elongated and pulling down. So it doesn't give as much presence, you know? Having the arms set higher, I feel makes it look more proud, I guess. Thank you. And like this angle, his chin looks a lot bigger than in the other images, because in the other images his chin is like so small, like no chin. It's crazy. Thank you. Alright, we did it. We Hottified a husband. And now, in honor of the doctor's birthday, we will do his request. We will bump up his request. Copy image. No, copy image. Copy image, there it is. Then we're going to paste it. Edit. Paste. Beautiful. Pepe Le Pew. We're going to make Pepe Le Pew more handsome. So Penelope will stop running away. Is her name Penelope? The cat? I forget. It's like something completely different. I was like, where the fuck do you get Penelope from? Alright, so we're gonna move him over here. Alright, so this will be a challenge, as it is a very cartoonish. Alright. We're gonna do some blocking. Just so I know where his bits are. We're gonna do his little face. Yeah, he's too controversial now. You can't have anything fun. Okay. We're just gonna get the basic shapes in. Alright, what kind of... He's a more of a suave kind of dude. So he probably won't be like a big buff man, even though that's like my type. But so he'll probably be more of a slender type of dude, you know. I think they're correct with this suit. They're correct with the suit. So we're gonna get him that you know, long as I got my suit and tie kind of vibe. I never understand why people just message you so randomly. And every time I entertain people messaging me, it's always like, do you need to buy commissions? And I'm like, no, I am an illustrator. It's like, but what if you bought my commissions and I did art for you? And I'm like, no, I am an illustrator. And they're like, but I could do art for you. And I was like, again, why would I pay for something I can do myself? Please stop soliciting your commissions. And they're so pushy and pestery. It's like, just take the no for an answer. Just take the no. Take the no. Alright, we're gonna Google suave man. Alright, let's see, what can we do with suave? Let's look for the suavest man. Suavemente besame. Remember, guys, Spanish Heritage Month starts on Monday. We're playing the Bunny Graveyard, pero en español. And no one's gonna understand what's going on, including me. But that's the fun. We'll learn together. Yes, that's the only reason I know her name is because of you. I'm trying to... Okay, this guy, it's a very basic pose. Or maybe this one, the whole like, yeah, I'm fixing my what are they called? Cufflings? Giving the intense stare down. No, wait, no. This one might be better. I'm trying to find like the most overly suave picture I could find. Like, not so much as a douche, but just oozing suave that is just like, dude. Oh yeah, drunk would be pretty good. But I'm excited for Spanish Heritage Month. I was very confused on why it starts in the middle of September, but then my friend Bonnie, she's like, oh, it's probably because Mexican Independence Day is that day. And I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. And then like the Day of the Dead is in October, and they're trying to incorporate, I guess, those holidays. But it's like, what about other Hispanic people? But I guess in that window, there's just more Spanish holidays, so it makes more sense to do it in between 2 months. Why? I'm like, why is there so many dudes just like sudsed up? And I'm like, oh, because of Suave, the body wash. And I was like, why is there so many soapy men? I was confused. Okay. I guess we'll give him this pose. It's kind of like, you know, picture me putting my hand under my chin, but you know, like the loser L, but like under my chin, and you know, doing the the biting the lip thing. Alright. We're gonna edit, transform. I'm gonna flip this because he's facing the other way in the picture. I might go grab myself some candy. Alright. Actually, I'll fix it in a minute. I'll fix his head in a minute. Okay, so he doesn't have very wide shoulders. I'm trying to like do this proportionate to Pepe, but keeping like the vibe of this fucking dude in this picture. In this picture, and he's got like a little, and then he's got like the open collar. Little chesticles. And then he's got... Actually, I kind of want to... Hold on. this pose. This pose is perfect. All right. I found the pose. We're starting over. We're gonna block out his pose, and then we'll fix the proportions. We got neck, Pepe's little fucking nose. Okay, so this is gonna be straight. This is gonna be a little bit down, and then I keep drawing him like a weasel. I need a full body of Pepe. Pepe Le Pew. Okay, his body isn't as long as I'm thinking it is. It's just his legs are short. Trying to do a pose on a character that does not have similar proportions is a little bit like A lot of anime and manga makes a girl chase after a boy, both in boy and girl romance. I want a story where an overpowered boy who tries to be suave conquers all for a girl. Cholo lean cholo. He's gonna put his hand like this. His little foo. Little hands. He's got little short arms. I guess it's not about being accurate. It's about making him more attractive. Well, first we gotta. There's a method. Okay, he's got to have like the super open shirt. And like maybe like 3 of the buttons are closed and it's untucked. But just like full open chest. And then he's just like, he's kind of sitting on this thing. The closest I get is Konosuba, where Kazuma has his eyes on a kind goddess. I don't know, I can't see where his legs are, so I'm gonna have to wing it in this part. He's like sitting on a chain in this picture, the guy that I'm referencing right now. So I'm like, I don't know what he could be sitting on right now. This guy has his little long feet. And you know what they say about men with big feet. Got the long feet. Such an awkward pose. Alright, we're gonna wing it on the legs instead of coughing on it because it's not making no sense. Okay, so oops. Trying to think. Oh, I found the picture where his legs are. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, so he's got this leg. I found a full picture. He's got this leg kind of going. Over in front of this one. Now he leaning. There's gonna be like a wall here. He leaning. He doing a lean. like a chain here that's the guy in this picture is just sitting on. Alright, now I gotta put his tail in somewhere. Sitting there. I guess his tail. He has a big old tail. No. Should he be wearing jeans? Should he wear pants or just an open suave shirt? I guess it depends on how detailed I make him. Alright, tail would probably start around here. Try to figure out how to pose his tail. Like, what would make sense? That looks like a squirrel's tail. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not a fucking furry. Shape it. Give a little more shape. Alright, but also include more Pepe, because more... Alright, how do we make Pepe more attractive conventionally? I mean, I never said I didn't draw porn, I just said I'm not a furry. Oh, we should give him a chain. Just like the chain. Only furries draw porn. But I draw porn. Alright, so do I keep them in the Looney Tunes proportions, or do I, you know, do I change up his proportions a bit? You got the long shirt, I guess. Well, it's not that long, actually. Not that long. Got that open chesticle shirt. Got the buttons. Actually, the buttons go the other way. The buttons go this way, actually, I think. Button. I'm an octopus, no squid. Leave that and call me something so inferior. Crazy. Call me a fucking squid. I'll put you in timeout. What I'll do. I mean, if you really want something fur related, I'll draw it for you, but should we just give him the handsome Squidward treatment? You know, just like just strong jaw for no reason, just Excuse me, sorry. It came out of nowhere. I don't know if he should be wearing pants. His characters usually don't wear pants. His legs are gonna be a little bit longer. Got no shoes. Just got his little feet. His little feet. Thank you. Okay, so this would be half of his leg, and that would probably end about there. Okay, we'll try to keep it somewhat accurate, but we'll have a little fun with the face. It's a very weird pose, but that's what the picture is. It looked douchey, so I picked it. Might be a little too high. Higher and higher. I think his foot touches the ground. See, this is why you should always draw the end point first. Like, always draw your hands and feet first, so you know where things are going to go, instead of trying to like force the arm to and then force the hand to fit there. You know, you draw the hand first, and then the hand and arm will follow. This ain't weird. We can make it weirder. Is this not weird enough for you? Okay, so you draw the foot first, and then we draw the leg, and then the rest should follow it. That makes a little more sense. And then there are his color patterns. Okay, so here's gonna be white in there. The rest of this is black. And we're gonna have his sleeves be rolled up. That's what people be doing. They roll up their sleeves. What his hands look like? He got little nubby hands. So stupid. And then clean up the hand a little bit. Alright. He's gonna rest his head on his hand. he has it on his head. His head. So I guess his head. I don't know how some artists will draw like the head last, and it's just like, how do you fit all that though? Okay, so his neck is going to go this way. His head is going to tilt that way. I'm gonna just hide that. His neck ain't that thick actually, but thick neck hotness. I'm gonna give him chest hair. Alright, he's got a little tiny noggin. Damn it, keep pressing the wrong button. Alright. We got open collar. Upward cheekies. What weirder things have I done? His little ears. It's just like all Pepe and then just like the most serious anime eyes. Just like it's a totally Hello. You're doing stuff. Widow's Peaks. He has to give the fuck me eyes. It looks a little bit like Sylvester, but it's fine. I haven't watched Looney Tunes in forever, bro. And not like that new age trash that they be trying to produce out here. It's like, let's make them do like a reality TV show. It just looks like he's flexing, not really resting his head on his arm. Maybe scrunch up his cheek up here, you know, look like he's resting on it. You know, just like, ooh. Maybe I gotta lower his hand a little bit. Where's my... Ugh. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. It's Pepper Le Pew. Maybe this is a little too high, Okay, and I think maybe putting a straight line here would make the context a bit more better. Just a wall. He's just there. You know, he's ready. He's ready for bed. Bedtime. Giving you the eyes. I gotta draw his tail. He's got his little gold chain, because why not? Exactly, that's exactly what we want, is the bedroom eyes. In the middle of it. It's like the same height as him, or at least the length is like however tall he is. So doop and doop, that's about over here. How dare you? There we go. We got Pepper giving you the fuck me eyes. Give him a little shadow so it looks like he's in there. Shoop, 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 shoop. Yeah, maybe a little fur to his face. We'll make a little fur. He's too round. It's just too round. It's like, you know, having stubble. Everything's better with facial hair. There it is. Pepe Le Pew. Oh, he doesn't have a little thing right there. Yes, yes. I messed it up. I fucked it. Little mouth. There's no like cat indentation. Now he looks skeptical. Pepe le ooh. Alright, I did my best. This was a hard proportions. Oh wait, I gotta give him his, because the stink totally comes from the tail. You gotta give him his little stink lines. I don't know if those are even visible from that far away. Make them darker. Stank lines, stank lines. Gotta have your stank lines. There he is. Now he's Pepe Le Pew. Pew. Alright, who was next? Okay, so Chadwick put in Sakamoto, but like he already has a hot form. I don't know how to improve that. This one I don't know how we're gonna do because it's a 3D character. Alright, let's see if I get in trouble for this character. I guess we'll just focus on his face, because I think that's the problem area, because he's pretty muscular. Alright, let's hide these letters. Copy image. Copy image. We're gonna paste it. Alright, so this is what sparked this whole stream, with Max talking about Love in Deep Space, which is a spicy game, I guess. And I saw on TikTok that they had a new, quote unquote, like new. No, you can't be Spooky Floof. No, I gotta change who you are. No, that's not allowed. Only Floof can be Floof. Where are you? You cannot be Floof. You will be a black man. There we go. No, black man. There we go. Alright. All is right with the world. There's a fake spicy game. Anyway, but they had like baby bonnets as like an accessory, and I'm like, the hell, baby bonnets? What are these bitches into? Borders? That's no fun. That's no fun. Speaking of mature games, I gotta finish editing for Patreon. Alright, this is a 3D one, so we might have to do it more of a Photoshop method. More Photoshoppy. don't find him pretty. Like, he's not a pretty guy, in my opinion. Like, I'm sure to some he's, like, handsome, but I don't know. Something's wrong with his face. Maybe it's this angle. What's this guy's name? Silas? Let's see if I can find a better picture to manipulate. Now I'm gonna be put on a list. He has like a demon form? You didn't put the demon form? We're missing out, guys. We're missing out. What the heck is this picture? It looks so weird. I'm trying to find a better picture because I think it's just like the angle and the lighting looks weird. And the other one, he's all soapy and sudsy, so I don't know if I can put that in the stream. All the pictures are like from this specific angle of him just like looking down on you like look at me head on. Look me in my eyes. My special eyes. It looks very smug. I don't like any of these pictures of this guy. It's a response from the devs where some of the players didn't find it masculinity and the female was carrying one of the guys. I mean, I don't know. Like, there are some very attractive Asian men out there, but like, their standard of beauty I don't find very attractive because it's always like a bit androgynous. And I don't really like that. Personally. Nothing wrong with it. I just don't find it, like, attractive. And someone's gonna get mad about me saying that. But you know, everyone has what gets their engine going. We're hottifying whatever this guy is. What is it? It's in the Discord. We put it all in the Discord. Is there like a drawing version of him? That would be easier. Hello, hello. Okay, so there's ones where he's just in outfits, and that's a bit easier because he's more just like in a neutral pose. Okay, this one might be a bit better. Edit, paste. This one might be a bit of a better picture because it's like properly head on, so I can see the angles. Ignore all the fucking watermarks. Where'd my pen go? It's in my lap. Alright. Alright. Put this on top of that. I'm gonna delete this. Delete that layer. Handsome douche. Yeah, that's a lot of neck. Yo, sometimes you'll be reading these freaking manhwas and their necks are like wider than the damn head. And that's the thing. That's the only way you can tell it's a male is because of the fucking neck. But they always have like tiny little heads and little faces. Alright, we're gonna duplicate this later. I don't have Photoshop. And Fairy Tale Guy's neck is still fucking long. Alright. Good, good. He swallows like a snake. Oh my god. Alright, I think this is gonna be tough because this is a 3D image. Alright, we'll try and warp stuff. Oh, that's too big. That's still too big. Oh, that's the wrong thing. This one. Let's see how that works. Just warp it. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need to push. We need to push. Push. I'm sorry. I just like a big man. Really big. Not necessarily muscular. He doesn't have to necessarily be muscular. I just want a large man. I know what I like. Yeah, big man. Why is it like that? That's weird. The warping is weird. I'm trying to see if I can just, oops. See if I can just scoop your neck in a little bit. Punch in the face. Push. Push me. And then just touch me. Get my satisfaction. Satisfaction. I don't mind a husky man. I think my rule of thumb is that he needs to be able to see his own feet, though. Because then stuff just gets kind of difficult. I don't know how to fix this. Just photoshops. Alright, I guess we'll just do lines, like outlines. Maybe that'll do it. Doing his outlines, I guess. Since I don't see an actual drawing of this man. How wide is his neck compared to his freaking head? Nah, in a standing position, he needs to be able to look down and see his feet. when you gain weight, you lose inches. We've talked about this before. And when you lose weight, you gain inches. He's got hair. So much floofy, swooshy hair. See, I know things. So if you want to be at your biggest, you gotta be at your smallest. Or just push really hard on your pelvis and maybe you can like gain a few inches. Nah, leaning forward is fine. Like if you lean forward and still can't see your feet, that's my limit. But if you can lean forward and see your feet, that's fine. You just need to be able to see your own feet standing up. I could this. You push the ruler into your pelvis. That's how you measure from the base, the internal base. Hi, welcome. We're talking about penis sizes and how to measure them. We are well. We are very well. Hey, you can't be Holligan. That's Holligan's avatar. You can't be that. No. Bad you. Bad. You're a block man. Yeah, that's the maximum. That's how you get all the inches. Actually, when a female is aroused, I think their breasts grow about 30%. And I'm pretty sure, like, you know, the clam expands too. You know, it gets a little bigger. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong part, but your boobs do get bigger. Hold on. Oh, I guess we get like an internal boner. Like our insides grow. See? Women get boners too. Every question delete. Oh, sorry. It ranges from 15 to 25%. They can temporarily appear to grow larger and feel fuller when aroused. See? Ooh, I didn't make that up. Nah. So your insides you have what's called a... Okay. Alright, children. Time to learn about the vagina. Alright, so you have your lady bits. Yeah, we'll get back to that. So there's the inside. And then there's your cervix. When a female is feeling into it, the cervix kind of recedes backwards. So in a sense, this part gets longer, like the whole part. So there's more space for the peen. So in a way, we get a boner, but it's like negative boner. Does that make sense, children? Have we learned a lesson today? Any questions? Yes, they do. 15 to 20%, 25%. I overestimated. Because, like, the blood circulation... Alright, so... Here's your booba. And then you're gonna have the aroused booba. We got regular booba. And then the aroused booba, there's a bunch of blood flowing into it. Because, you know, stuff's getting crazy. Yes, it's a reverse boner. And then, so, since so much blood is pumping into your chest, they feel firmer and fuller, and sometimes they grow a little bit because there's just so much blood pumping over there. So they do get a little bit bigger. Any more questions? You gotta learn more. You gotta learn more. Fucking biology classes in high school teach you nothing. They teach you nothing. The only thing I learned from my biology teacher was about the pineapples. This is the only thing I learned was the pineapples. And like, I feel like dudes know way less about this stuff. Because, like, females barely know about their own parts. And then, like, I would assume men know, like, absolutely nothing. And then, like, I don't know a whole lot about wieners. It's like, oh yeah, we don't know shit. And like, I learned a lot about my bits more as a late stage adult than any other time in my life. Alright, we got a deep space boy. Rub the dong and we go. Very simple. Yeah, because like they always just show you like a birth and it's like terrifying, and like they don't explain anything else. Like, you know, teach, even if you have to put them in separate classes, teach the boys about how their junk works, teach females about how their junk works, because like some days you're just like, is it supposed to do that? And then you Google it and it's like, yeah, it does that sometimes. And some people are like, maybe you should go to a doctor, but I think it's supposed to do that. Hold on. Okay, imagine elementary school age Cassandra walking up to her mother and asking where babies come from. And my dad's like, oh, it's the stork. The stork brings the babies. He brings the babies He brings the babies. You know, he flies and brings the babies. And then my mom's like, no, you came out of my vagina. And I'm just like, huh? And my dad's like, please stop. And then a day or two later, my mom came from the library and brought a fucking birthing video, and it taught you about testicles and the vaginas, and then I saw the birth, and then like 10 years later, or not 10 years, but like sometime later when I was in middle school, they showed that same fucking video. And I'm like, may I be excused? I've seen this before. And the teacher's like, what? And like, my mom made me watch this in elementary school. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you know, they're gonna show a part where it's like inside the penis and there's like black dots for some reason inside the penis and they're equal distance apart. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, so can I not watch this again? And she's like, okay. Yeah, my mom is something special. I knew more about private parts than I should have as a child. My mom's like, you're gonna know exactly how this works. And I'm like, but... And my dad's like, please. But my mom is also the type to be like, yeah, Santa's not real. But like, you know, being someone who was like educated early about this stuff, and you were in like elementary school and middle school, and people were like, yeah, you can't get pregnant if the girl's on top because of gravity. And I'm like, that's not how that works. And people were like, yeah, well, this, if you do this, then this happens. And I'm like, no. I'm like, how are you all so dumb? And I was like, because their parents didn't force them to watch birthing video in like fucking first grade. It wasn't even like late stage elementary school. It was like early. I was probably kindergarten or first grade or second grade. But yeah, the girl can still get pregnant even if she's on top. Just so you know. Gravity doesn't matter. Exactly. Holding hands will get you pregnant. This video is fucked. This video is so fucked. Yeah, I'm sure. I've never experienced it because I got an IUD, but I'm pretty sure. And you can still get pregnant if you do it in the butt. Because people will let it drip. And then it goes in your vagina. And then you get pregnant. I'm triple sure. I wouldn't test it. You guys. Why is it always the draw streams that we talk about weird shit? Alright, we're gonna figure out where this man's nose is. Oh yeah, 1000%. Trying to figure out what part of his face I don't like. I've been trying to like make a compilation of just like stuff I say out of context, and like a lot of it is just always like sexual, and I'm just trying to find like other unhinged things in videos, and I was like, I can't find anything that's not sexual. every draw stream gets weird, but alright, I think I don't like his little chin. I don't like his little baby chin. It's very pointy. Nothing wrong with pointy chin, but it's just like very small. Cause like it's very, they did like a 3D character with like anime proportions, and I think that's the problem. So like I feel like his chin needs to come up more a little bit, because it's just like so far down. Maybe not that far up. Are there devs male or female? I feel like his neck needs to come in a little bit. It's very thick. I think thinning the neck will make him look a bit feminine though. Primarily for girls. The girl game. Well, I've never played Infinity, Nikki. Let's Google. Infinity Nikki. What is Infinity Nikki? Because I always thought it was just like a dress-up game. Yeah. Don't do it doggy. You gotta do it on her back so it doesn't drip into her thing. Wear condoms. Platform? It like every picture I see of it, it just looks like a dress-up game. You're gonna make me watch a video. Infinity Nikki. The Ultimate Beginner's Guide. Infinity Nikki gameplay. Alright, we'll watch this trailer. This video is probably not gonna be monetizable anyway. Hold on, let me pause the music. Where is my music? I got like a million tabs open. Where the fuck? Did I turn off the music by accident? Has the music been off this whole time? Oh no, it's over here. Alright, we're watching this. We're all gonna learn what Infinity Nikki is. Oh yeah, I need to put my headphones on. I don't wear headphones when I do the draw streams because it's just music. I just want to see what it is.
Nikki and her friend Momo are suddenly transported to another world by a mysterious outfit.
A mysterious what?
And so, they're off on another adventure, greeted by a magical new world. Mirrorland. To face the challenges that await, they must collect Whimstars, the embodiment of whimsy and inspiration, to acquire the various sketches of ability.
This looks sickeningly like girly. This looks like overly girly.
Outfits. Each ability outfit grants Nikki a unique power of whim, whether it be purifying, gliding, bug catching, animal grooming.
I mean, it's cute.
Or something mystical. With these outfits and her best friend Momo by her side, Nikki embarks on a journey with her courage and determination.
It is extremely girly.
The first ability outfit Nikki receives is called Bubbly Voyage. This outfit lets her float in midair for a short period of time, which allows for a better jump. It's a must-have for exploring Mirrorland and collecting whim stars. As Nikki's adventure continues, her jumping skill...
the outfits just popping into a different outfit like that would bother me, because there's no, like, transformation. It's just literally model switch, and I don't like that.
With ease. Did you know? The key to jumping is figuring out your landing spot. Wow! Great job, Nikki! With S-Links, Nikki's purification outfit shines. She can easily defeat them. Even against stronger foes, Nikki can use her plunge skill to deal damage and win. After defeating various enemies, she'll also receive valuable material.
They updated so you can customize the outfits. I mean, I guess that's cool. Like, the game is cute, but like, it looks too... like, they aimed it at women too hard, and they aimed it way past me. They're just like, yeah, it's over there. I mean, I'm down for a cozy game, but sometimes when it's just too overtly like for females, it's just like.
Eye out for the fluffy Sky Monarch. It might lead Nikki to some unique surprises.
Yeah, there's no like transformation. It's just like
Whether it's
model
capturing
switch, and
wind
it's
flutter
not.
in the wild,
It's
finding
jarring.
hidden whim ink to groom, or rallying with the fish, there are always new ways to collect whim stars. The adventure continues as Nikki and Momo step into the Curio domain. They'll encounter intricate mechanisms in their exploration.
And
But don't
like,
worry.
you know, the
As
models are pretty, the animations are good, except for the swap between outfits. I mean, it looks nice. I'm trying to think of a game that I own or have played that would be considered this girly. And I can't think of any. Most games for girls are garbage. I mean, like, you know, I appreciate this for the audience that it was intended for, because like you said, like, for girl games are always like terrible. Like, it's always like, you have like Style Savvy. I guess Style Savvy was probably the closest girly game I've ever played. I think that's what it was. Style Savvy. For like the DS. Yeah, it was like Style Savvy Trendsetters for the 3DS. I played it maybe like a couple of times and I'm just like, Character customization is more fun than just like dressing up a character. I mean, like, some of the outfits were cute, but it was just like, in these games, it's always like a set outfit that works and not like anything that you come up with, I guess. I've never been very good at like fashion. They did a lot to kill goodwill for the game, but even as it stands, there's a few big budget games that celebrate femininity, like Infinity Nikki Dice. Like I said, like I for the audience that it was intended for, I applaud it for them actually putting effort and then burning it to the ground. But because like there's just so much like trash games for girls, just like trash toys for girls. It's always just like, baby taking care of simulator. What was it, like My Baby or something like that? It's like My Baby 3, My Baby Boy. And like the covers are always horrifying, and then like the babies in these games are horrifying. Cause like, you know, Infinity Nikki would be fun to look you know, at all the outfits and stuff, but like the game itself, it didn't really interest me that much. They're on your old computer. Oh no. What was another one? Baby Sims for horror. That would be hilarious. Oh, I need to find a baby sim game. What was that? Like Mom Simulator? Yeah, Mom Simulator. The fucking AI cover. God, that baby is terrifying. I was telling my mom that I had a dream. I think I told you guys about the dream that I had. Where I had like a son, and like I was losing custody of him, and they're like, "You're never gonna see this kid again." And I'm just like, all right, I hope he lives a good life. Like, I didn't fight for him or anything. I was like, all right. Oh yeah, I've seen Among the Sleep. I've seen that. I've seen people play that game. I felt like the walk in that one was very accurate. What do you mean goodbye? What's happening? Listen, video games for girls. Oh, what was that game that the Game Grumps were playing? Fucking like America's Next Top Model. Or like the freaking Horse Girl games. I will admit I did have like the pet games. I had a couple of like pet related games, and those are usually aimed towards girls. Got Hannah Montana. And like they're always so like, all these games for girls are always so vain. See, that's why I really liked Powerpuff Girls as a kid, because like, yeah, they were girls, but like, you know, they were beating the shit out of people. It was just DBZ for girls. And like, I don't know, because it's always just the same crap. And then like they took away Powerpuff Girls. They made them into idiots. They made them into stupid, dumb idiots, and gave it the Teen Titans treatment. Which I heard a rumor that they're gonna make another legitimate Teen Titans season, but I don't know if that's true or not. Like the games that they make aimed towards girls are for girls that don't really play video games. I'm confused. Nikki? Is that a different thing from Infinity Nikki? Hell no, I ain't watching no damn live action Powerpuff Girls. I thought they scrapped that. Did they actually make it? So dumb, so dumb, so dumb. Gotcha game. Alright, hold on. You're playing too many games that have the same similar knitting simulator. Ah yes, the boobas. Lots of boobas. Side boob. Top boob. It's always boob, no butt. Always boob and no butt. We're getting way off track right now. I think it was just his chin. I think the chin was making his face look really small. But are they big butts? Because, you know, Asian media is always like tiny butts. Big titty, no booty. Oh yeah, the tangent went on for like a hot minute. I mean, with that kind of name. Alright, let me see. I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge. I'm seeing Makima. I'm not seeing this character. I'll send you her butt. It's like, hold on, you gotta see it. You just gotta see it. What? Right, let's draw in his eyes. Just so we can see if that's what. I think it was just his chin that bothered me. Alright. There is some butt there. They are wider than her shoulders. Yo, have you seen men in corsets? Fucking hot. Dude, men in corsets are so hot. They're not like actual corsets. They're like, it's more like a vest. You know, it just makes your waist look real snatched. Hold on. I'll find you an example. Oh, that's too much. I think I just like the style of the vest. Hold on, shrink this. Look how nice that vest is. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Makes your butt so pronounced. As you can tell, I'm an ass man. But yeah, look how pretty and ornate it is. I have very specific interests. Yeah, I think Deep Space Boy just had too long of a chin. That bothered me. Right? Isn't it pretty? Alright, I'm gonna push past the butt. Alright, I think this was the next one. Oops, wrong button. We got wins. So we're gonna use a mirror tool because I'm lazy. Alright. I don't know if I'm allowed to show nippies. Just in case. We just hide their nippies so YouTube doesn't get mad. We can delete this layer. Got too many layers going. I just remembered I have to work tomorrow. Ugh. See, I hid the nippies. YouTube, don't be mad. I don't know. These are some feminine faces. This is for science. Yeah, this is for educational purposes. Alright. Body's not bad. Bodies aren't bad. Not a fan of hairless. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm not a fan of hairless. So we need to add some hair. You can't just be a little hairless man. You gotta have hair. You know, you gotta have some hair on your chest. You gotta have your happy trail. That's the best part. The best part's the happy trail. It's like, yeah, let me cover the nipples. Draws pubes. Oh yeah, that's her favorite. That's one of her favorite animes. We need this man needs some chesticle hairs. I don't know. Because men don't have udders, I guess. Females got... Cows be flopping their udders everywhere. Spar with them. Alright, we got some chesticle hairs. We got our happy trail. I don't know how hair would look on abs. Cause like, you can't... I guess chest hair is fine. I like hair on my men. Put him in a corset. Alright, we got what do you think of those hentai manga where the character is biologically a male, but everything except his junk looks like a woman? Like they got breastises, or are they flat chested? Are we talking Futanari or just a flat-chested man who looks very effeminate? Because it depends. Because if it's a yaoi, not anti-bald, so it's a Futanari situation. Cause like I'm down for Futanaris. I forgot what I was looking up. Oh yeah. I mean, a person can be bald. My dad's bald. Like, baby, no money. Yeah, baby, no money's into butt plugs. I want him to have a beard, but like drawing beard in anime is so difficult. Let's see if we can give him a beard. We'll see if we can give him a beard. He's got so much chin. I feel like that would help with his big ass chin. That's a problem with a lot of anime, is that they're afraid to draw the underside of the chin, so they just elongate it, and then it looks very awkward when you're looking at like a down angle. So like instead of drawing like the chin, the underneath, they just elongate the chin because it is a difficult spot to draw. But then it just makes it look awkward. Because, like, I would assume if I looked up this character from another angle, I can make myself bald. It looks really bad, though. I don't know if I deleted that toggle. Hold on. Hold on, let me look at my toggles. I might have deleted it. But I have the capability to make myself bald. I discovered it. Was it over here? Hold on. We're done. Oh my god, Gaston's chin would be crazy. Big brain. I got my big head. I got my big head mode. Where is... I guess I deleted it. I could probably make the node real quick. I forgot what it is. I think it was blend shapes, actually. Blend shapes. Blend shapes. Mapper, replacer. I can't remember what it was called. Next time. You guys can see me bald next time. I wonder what else I can make bigger. Distracted. Big brain on off. Okay, what happens if jaw? I can make different parts of my body bigger. Alright, hold on, let me fix my head. Alright, let's experiment real quick. I'm 100% sidetracked right now. The medications are wearing off. Alright, what happens if I do this? Whoa. I'm buff as fuck. Alright, upper right arm. I'm so buff. Buff Cassandra. Hold on, you guys can see how buff I am. Oh my god. What else can I make bigger? My left toes. Hold on, let me make my chest bigger, see what happens. I'm gonna hit. Yeah! Hold on. Oh, you can see the seams on my boobs though. Yeah, look how snatched my waist is. Look how tiny my legs are. Look real bad. Look how big my arms are. Hold on. Oh my god. Someone's gonna come into the stream and is like, what the fuck is this? Alright, let me shrink my arms. I think it grew my whole arm. Upper right arm. Oh my Google. My tiny little waist. Let me fix my chest. Let me fix my chest. Where my chest at? Why isn't it scrolling? Chest. Chest. Where's the chest? There it is. Nope, I missed. Chest. There we go. Oh, now I'm too close. Structurally unsafe. Alright, what else? What else? What happens if I do upper chest? What does that do? Oh, I didn't do anything. What happens if I do jaw? Nothing. Some things don't have like. I want to see what happens. My eye. Does that do anything? Oh, my eye is bigger. I can make my eyes bigger. My eyes are huge. Bigger the build. See the difference. Left eye, left toe, right hand. Make my hands bigger. What'd that do? Make my hand's huge. Look how big my hand is. Ah, there it is. My big ass hands. I think my hands are like the only thing on my model that I'm like kind of about. Right lower arm. Just have long gorilla arms. You know what to say about big hands? Big gloves. So does this make my, oops, does this make, it makes my whole arm longer though. It makes like my whole arm bigger. It doesn't like, I can make my neck bigger. It makes my whole head bigger. But then it also makes my neck bigger. I guess whatever's attached also gets bigger. I think this is bigger than the big head. Because the neck wood is bigger also. Alright, we'll stop playing around. Stop playing around. Stop stalling. I heard a thud at my door. Alright, let's see if we can draw a beard. A successful beard. But it's gonna be hard. Just gonna look at our Discord, it's just butts. It's like, yeah, it's not just ass. What does that mean? Cause beards are super hot. I think shrinking the chin made him look a little bit better. The super long chin is just like, oh no, that's too much beard. Just give the pink guy like just the most ridiculous beard. You know, like those super crazy mustaches. what you mean by the Fidel Castro beard? Maybe a little too much beard. Should he have like blunt cut beard since his hair is blunt cut, which is ugly to be honest? It looks so silly. A goatee. Not enough beard. Like just the chin goatee or like the connecting goatee? Or how we doing this? Oh yeah, there is gonna be a repo update. We should play that. When does that come out? Looks like a woman wearing a fake beard. Cool, the longest beard. The weed month. Alright, we gotta play. I've only played the 2 times. Alright, I think Blue Man his beard is a bit more successful. I think it's just I hate the bangs. I hate these bangs. They're just too blunt. I know it's a stylistic choice. His beard looks awful. We'll fix it in a minute. We're making them prettier, specifically the one on the right. Because this one looks way too effeminate. I would probably erase the eyelashes. I've sent you specifically 10 more asses. Alright, I'm looking. Alright. Eh. There's a lot of from behind pictures. Yeah, pink is very twink. Why is there so many bent over pictures in this game? Okay. They're shapely. Is this a porn game? I think a lot of this guy's issues would be solved if his hair was different. It's like a weird mullet. Get rid of these ugly bangs. No, the main character does canonically bone several of the girls. Why? Get rid of these terrible, terrible bangs. And redraw them. We can rebuild it. We have the technology. Damn it, it made it invisible. Fuck. We gotta make this prettier, make this better. Alright, what's equivalent to blunt bangs? I feel like maybe if all of it wasn't just so blunt. Maybe we give him like still even moist. We give him like, I guess we would have to keep in the same vein the bluntness to match the back of the head. Something more akin to, so you can have it, but it's not just like straight bangs. you know, show a little more forehead. Kanye. I feel like that's a little bit better. Maybe. too long. I feel. Now it looks too short because I'm used to it being long. Still looks effeminate. I think it's the eyelashes. What? Oops. I don't know if I like these back hairs. Like the hairs back here. I'm all for the earrings. Earrings are cool. How do I replace the long hairishness? Arm hair. I'm still trying to figure out his head hair. What if he had like a bun? So his hair's still long, but technically longer. Does that make him look like a girl though? very hairy shoulder. Aw, thank you, Kirby. It's not the best ponytail, but... like the equivalent of human boss. A battle scar. Alright. We're doing a scar of some sort, I guess. Like on his face. Tramp stamp. This guy looks like he'd be into really weird stuff. Maybe a chin scar. Oops. Or lips. Whoops. We can't draw a tramp stamp. It's not. We can't see behind him. Or maybe a shoulder scar. I think it's because the hair looks like it's coming from the side than behind. So looking kind of weird. Looks, I think, a bit more like it's behind his head. Oh, it's getting late. It's getting late. I forgot that I started the stream late. It's only been 3 hours. Why is it 10:50? I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Don't make me go to work tomorrow. I hate it. Duh. I didn't get to finish the list. I gotta go to bed. I gotta sleep so I can go to work, unfortunately. Normally I don't, but my boss is making me go to an autism event tomorrow because I have access to our database to assist people in registering, I guess, but anyone can tell people how to register for our stupid little sticker program thing, and it's just like, why do I have to go? I'm in charge of our website, I'm not supposed to be in charge of our decal program, but somehow I'm in charge of the decal program. And I still want to be, I don't want to have to, I don't know if it's outside, and if it's outside it might rain, and I don't want to get wet. But normally I have weekends off. Me. Man, I wanted to do I think it's from BioShock. The guy in like the scuba gear. Or are they called daddies? Are they called daddies? He had like a drill hand. I was gonna draw a real sexy like. But I've run out of time. Alright, I have to call it here because work. Unfortunately. Ooh, my back just cracked. Alright. Thank you for being here and enduring whatever this was. I hope you learned something from this stream. Remember, ladies get boners too. It's just a reverse boner. Alright, everybody. Have a safe weekend, and I will see you Monday for Spanish Heritage Month. Playing the Bunny Graveyard in Espanol, and none of us will understand what is happening, including me. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.